Hey everybody, Bart here. Yesterday I made two videos about meditation. How to start meditating, uh, best practices, different types, ways that you can use meditation to improve your state of mind. Today I'm going to talk about how you can use meditation, visualization, the power of your thoughts to improve your health. Now, yesterday I talked about a health benefit of meditation as a reduction of stress, better breath, better ventilation, better oxygenation of the muscles, and it can improve your thought quality because you're focusing on your thoughts, either thinking about not thinking. And so, visualization is thinking about thinking. You're pursuing a thought. And meditation is a place to really improve your visualization. And so our bodies are affected by the quality of our thoughts. Now, part of a healthy immune function is to keep the cortisol hormone down. We all know about happy hormones, endorphin, serotonins, but we don't hear very often that our thoughts actually have an impact on our immune function. And so when we're worried constantly, stressed, anxious, that drives up the cortisol. And we found out through basic science that if you have a higher cortisol response, you're less healthy or more prone to illness. If you have a lower cortisol response, you're less likely to become ill, or you're in a better state to become well post illness. Your state of mind will affect not only your healing, but your overall well-being. And so meditation, I brought it up because a lot of us are feeling fatigue, which is why I've got a lot of questions about how do I start meditating? What is it, what does that entail? Do I need to be perfect? Do I need an hour? Do I need 20 minutes? I say start with a few minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and expand upon it, because those of you with children and those of you who manage large staffs or are actually going into the office, you don't have a lot of time for yourself. And so start with what you can do, 5 minutes here, 10 minutes there, 15 minutes there. Maybe you wake up 30 minutes early. That way you can spend 10 minutes in quiet meditation or self-reflection or visualization. You might want to visualize the day. Visualization is powerful among athletes, and it's a common tool for peak performance coaching, visualizing success, visualizing the win, visualizing the steps that you're going to take during the game to become successful. And so we can visualize our wellness, and we'll do that by making sure that we're doing the necessary things that are going to not only keep us in a good state of mind, but to improve our immune function. So some of those things that we can visualize might be making a healthy dinner and the steps it'll take for you to actually set aside the necessary time to make that dinner. Making lists is a very good way for you to work on visualization, lists of goals, basic goal setting. I visualize going to bed. So I use visualization for sleep. I try and relax my mind, and I try and get into a state of rest where I'm focused on my breath, relaxing my breath, steadying my breath. That way I just drift off. I have a very active mind, and so I focus on that breath to keep my mind doing something. That way it doesn't wander. And so that's my 2 cents on visualization and the benefits of a powerful mindset. Now, you're not always going to be 100%. That's okay. Not everybody's perfect all the time. Sometimes you're going to be anxious. Sometimes you're going to be stressed. Sometimes you're going to be overwhelmed. What you can learn through practicing meditation is a course for you to take a step back from that state of being overwhelmed, that helplessness or that anxiety, and to get yourself out of that space more quickly. That way, the more you meditate, when those flare-ups occur, you'll have a blueprint to escape from those feelings and return to a set value. So homeostasis is a big word. And what that means is you have a place where your body likes to be, what I always say is a set value for things. And when it gets out of whack, you lose homeostasis. When it gets under whack, you lose homeostasis. You want to have just this normal range, kind of like how you're probably familiar with our internal temperature being around 98.6. That's homeostasis at its best. And we found out that through a range of studies that it's really between like 97.1 and 98.9 or something. There's a range. So the same thing for our homeostasis. There's a range, there's an acceptable range, and then there's an unacceptable range. What we want to do as we meditate and as we practice mindfulness, self-reflection, a deeper form of breath, visualization, the power of positive thoughts, is to come up with a strategy so that we can keep ourselves closer to that homeostatic value. If we can reduce anxieties, if we can reduce feelings of fear, feelings of doubt, especially self-doubt, then we can reduce a certain amount of illness that we may have invited in by being in that state of anxiety and not doing anything about it. Now, myself included, there's plenty of you out there that have goals that you haven't actualized yet. You have things that are not resolved yet, and that probably causes you a great deal of anxiety because you have in the back of your mind, oh, I still want to do that, or I hope that I have the courage to do that, or if I have the willpower to make that reality, or I want to stop that bad habit. You know, we all have those little things, and they eat away at us. So during this time, kind of shining a light on some of those things that are probably closer to you now that you're sheltering in place, you're working from home, you're not able to kind of get away from some of those basic anxieties. And meditation might give you the strength to kind of really look inside and be strong enough to walk away from certain habits or behaviors or mindsets that just don't make you well. It's all about wellness, it's all about health. All that we're doing right now is for the preservation of life and out of compassion. But we have to have compassion for ourselves. We have to preserve our own lives. And to do so, we have to have the right mindfulness. We have to think positive thoughts. We have to do things to make ourselves mentally, physically, and spiritually well. Exercise, low-level cardiovascular exercise every day. We need to think good thoughts every day. We need to eat good foods every day. Every day we have to do things because when we exit this time of isolation, we need to be the very best version of ourselves when we expose ourselves to other people. Otherwise, this is all for nothing. And that's why bringing in meditation now, visualization, planning, strategic planning for health and immunity is necessary. And so I hope you liked this video. I hope you liked the last two videos. I don't know if I'll continue on doing too much meditation. I'm going to increase what I do with yoga, so I hope you enjoy that. And so I hope you're all doing well. Have a wonderful day.